It's May 2nd, 2015. We're in LA for Game 7 of the opening round between the up-and-coming, eager-to-prove-themselves Clippers and the consummate professional, returning champion Spurs. The score's tied at 109, and we've got 6 seconds left. For both teams, there's more than mere elimination riding on these final seconds. I'll show you. Let's rewind. Staples Center is full to the rafters, but there was a time not so long ago when the Clippers were better known as, oh yeah, LA has 2 teams, don't they? Before 2012, the Clippers had just 6 winning seasons in 41 years. What changed? Well, Chris Paul was allowed by the commissioner to be traded to the Clippers. He teamed up with board-grabbing big man DeAndre Jordan and the all-star who dunked over a car, Blake Griffin, and together they earned LA's other team a more flattering nickname, Lob City. In the 2012 playoffs, they beat Memphis in 7 games, but then in the Western Conference semis, the number 1 seed Spurs swept them. Okay, not ideal, but this is a team on the rise. For the first time ever, the expression, "we'll show 'em next year," was inspirational rather than completely depressing. And that next year, the Clippers set franchise records right and left, finishing with 56 wins. Riding high into the playoffs, they got eliminated in the first round. Season over. All right, well, fine. We'll show them next year. 2014, with new coach Doc Rivers at the helm, really looked like the Clippers' year. They had an even better regular season and finished 3rd in the West. Opening round against the Warriors, they went up 2-1 in a tough series, made tougher by this asshole. Recordings of Clippers owner Donald Sterling being super racist were made public before Game 4. The Clips thought about boycotting, but decided against it. The players and coaches had been building something all season. Why give up on it because the team owner sucked? They played for each other, not Donald Sterling. To show their solidarity to each other, they took the court before Game 4 wearing their warm-ups inside out, so the team name and logo were not displayed. They lost that game, but hung tough and won the series with a Game 7 come-from-behind 5-point win. Oh, and Donald Sterling got banned from the NBA. On to round 2, where they fell apart. Another early playoff exit for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their reputation was starting to turn from exciting young title contenders to a team that couldn't handle the playoffs. So this year became pivotal in defining their reputation. The regular season went well, but doesn't it always? Despite a fairly shallow bench, they had the most efficient offense in the league and won 56 regular season games, capturing the 3rd seed. It's time to prove they can win in the playoffs. Only problem? Their round 1 matchup is against the defending champs, who just so happen to have a little extra motivation for a championship this year. Led by tried-and-true veterans, the Spurs have won 4 rings since 2003. Last year's championship was over LeBron's Heat, aka the team that beat the Spurs for the title in 2013. San Antonio won swiftly and decisively. Commissioner Adam Silver said they showed the world how beautiful the game is. Plus, it was emerging star Kawhi Leonard, not one of the big 3, who earned Finals MVP. San Antonio is a formidable team with a fistful of rings. Thumbs don't count. Come on, who wears a thumb ring? The only blot on their resume? They've never won back-to-back championships. Not much to get upset about. It's like when a straight-A kid gets upset about a B. Seems ridiculous to the rest of us normies, but the high achiever is determined to do better next time. The Spurs are that high-achieving student. This year, they've got a chance to repeat, and they're gunning for that A++. Oh, another little reason they might be dead set on a championship this year? The Spurs as we know them are running out of time. Tony Parker is 32, which is young for an adult, old for a point guard. Manu Ginobili is 37 and has noticeably lost a step. Tim Duncan is still dominant, but he's 39, so that's gotta affect him sooner or later, right? Not to mention, both Duncan and Ginobili are free agents after this season. The Spurs could be at the end of an era, and it would certainly be nice to end on a repeat that cements their legacy as a dynasty. Though San Antonio was nagged by injuries all season, they were kept afloat by role players, their deep bench, and Leonard being spectacular when healthy. Here in Defensive Player of the Year, in fact. The Spurs finished with 55 wins and captured the 6th seed in the West. Wait, 55 wins and 6th seed? But the Clippers had 56 wins and got the 3rd seed. What gives? Well, in the solid seeding system that's sure to last, the 3 division winners are guaranteed one of the top 4 seeds. The Spurs were not division winners. Portland was, so they got the 4th seed even though they had the 6th best record. Memphis got the 5th seed because they had a better win percentage in the Southwest Division, so the Spurs were bumped to 6th, giving us a Western Conference Finals caliber matchup in the first round. Each team is led by a big 3, But DeAndre Jordan, the league's leading rebounder, is on the bench here in crunch time because he's bad at free throws, and San Antonio knows it. In their regular season matchups, the Spurs employed a hack-a-DJ strategy that doesn't rhyme, but can still be effective. Back in their February matchup, DeAndre took 28 free throws. Duncan was apologetic to his fellow big man during the game, but considering Jordan missed 18 of those 28, you can't blame San Antonio. It might not be beautiful basketball, but Pop saw it as good strategy. We've seen it in this series. Well, not in Game 1, perhaps because the Spurs were too flummoxed by the Clippers Lob Citying their way to a win. Game 2 saw some hack-a-DJ, and also a costly Blake turnover with 12 seconds left, as well as this missed buzzer beater from CP3 that sent the game to overtime, which the Clips couldn't survive thanks to the Spurs bench. In Game 3, there was no need to foul anybody because the Spurs simply destroyed the Clippers. Kawhi led the way. He's not just about defense, folks. LA bounced back in Game 4 and might have won Game 5 as well if it weren't for a last-second basket interference call on Jordan. With elimination on the line in Game 6, LA's stars came up big and the Spurs let them. Pop said their play was embarrassing. DeAndre even got some personal revenge in Game 6. In the middle of the first quarter, he was fouled before the ball was even inbounded. But Jordan made both foul shots. And he wasn't done yet. The Clippers immediately got a steal, which Jordan converted into an authoritative dunk. But right now, it seems Doc doesn't trust Jordan can do that again, so they've got a small lineup on the floor, which is dangerous. Down 1 with just over 3 minutes to play, San Antonio got not 1, not 2, but 3 offensive rebounds, which Duncan turned into an and-1 opportunity. He missed the foul shot, but that's okay because the Spurs got not 1, but 2 offensive rebounds, which Kawhi turned into 2 more points. Spurs up 3 and a chunk of time off the clock. Matt Barnes evened things up and the Clippers almost pulled ahead, but Danny Green blocked Blake Griffin. It was his 5th block of the game, his 2nd on Griffin, and everyone was glad he was alive. The Spurs got a couple offensive rebounds in a row again, and Tony Parker scored to put the Spurs up 2. With 13 seconds left, the score was tied at 107, and Tim Duncan fouled CP3. Or as Spurs fans would prefer me to say, he was called for a foul on CP3. Either way, the 90% free throw shooter put the Clips up 2. The lead was short-lived. On the other end, Duncan hit 2 free throws of his own, and we're tied again. With 6 seconds left, it's CP3 at half court with the ball, and that's who you want to have the ball, right? Back in 2005, Chris Paul was drafted 4th overall by the New Orleans Hornets. He was Rookie of the Year, which lines up because he led all rookies in millions of categories. In 2008, he saw his first playoffs, advancing to the 2nd round, where he faced the Spurs in a series that's eerily similar to the current series. San Antonio had their same core, and they were reigning champs then too. The Hornets were the young up-and-comers with the higher seed. The series went to 7 games, and that last game went down to the wire. I'm sure that's where Chris Paul wants the similarities to end, because that night in 2008, he missed a crucial layup in the final minute and lost. Paul couldn't get it done for his team. A sentiment that's followed him throughout his career. He currently shoulders a lot of the blame for the Clippers' inability to get to a conference finals. And that's kind of fair, considering 1, he's their best player, and 2, in last year's playoffs, he imploded like a dying star. In Game 5 against OKC, the Clippers had a 2-point lead with 16 seconds to go. How many mistakes can you make in 16 seconds? Don't ask Chris Paul. First, he attempted to draw a foul on Russell Westbrook in the backcourt, but instead, Westbrook got a clean steal. On the resulting inbound play, Paul fouled Westbrook while he was taking a 3. It wasn't even a landing space foul, he touched his arm. Down 1, CP3 had a chance to win the game, and he lost the ball and the game. His performance/meltdown got people talking. But look, this is a big game. Tonight, Paul's got an opportunity to put an end to the chatter, to rise to the occasion and prove once and for all he can lead a team deep into the play. Oh crap, he hurt his hamstring in the first quarter. He did it getting a steal and making a transition 3, so there's some silver lining, maybe? He's clearly in physical pain as he talks to a trainer, and I'm guessing some emotional pain too. After a visit to the locker room, he re-entered the game with 6:25 left in the half, but he was struggling. He was limping and couldn't drive. He tried to make a move and ended up grabbing his leg in pain. But he found a way to play hurt. He might not be able to drive, but he could still shoot and he could still rally his team when they needed it. Like after Ginobili's veteran, but annoying play with 10 seconds left in the third. The score was tied and LA had a foul to give. Austin Rivers fouled Ginobili in the backcourt and he quickly threw up a shot. The refs gave him 3 free throws. Frustrating? Yeah. But less so, because right after that, Paul went ahead and banked in this deep three at the third quarter buzzer. Then at the start of the fourth, he hit another three. Injured Paul was scoring so much, it made you wonder if hamstrings were even used for shooting. Sort of an upper body motion, right? But he's still got to make one more shot. Putting it all on Paul is a bit of a risk, considering he's blown last-second opportunities in previous playoffs against the Spurs, and in previous games in this series. Oh yeah, and he's in a lot of pain. The long, frustrated Clippers need a bucket to live up to the expectations that have eluded them for 3 years. The Spurs need a stop so they can get on their way to their first repeat, their potential last championship before age and free agency break up the band. Here we go. Welcome to a moment in history.
Green on Paul, and God, he got it! 1 second left! Clippers by 2!
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button as a personal favor to me, and can I interest you in some more Chris Paul videos? Oh, would you look at that, they're all beef. Wonder why. Anyway, for Secret Base, I'm Clara Morris. Good night and good game.